To get started, you'll need 10 of these buckets and a collection of zip ties. I am going to start by connecting 4 buckets by the handles. I'm just going to place them together, tie a zip tie really tight around each handle. Once I have 4 together for the base, now I'm going to make the second layer. So I'm going to lay this out on the floor, put the other bucket on top, and I'm going to use a Sharpie to mark where I can connect these buckets. Now I'm going to use a wood burning tool to put some holes right through the plastic. This cuts through just like soft butter. Once I have the holes made on both the bottom row and the second row, I'm just going to connect them with zip ties again. I also want to connect the handles of this second row with zip ties so that everything stays together. As we get up to the third row, this can get a little flimsy to work with, so I am going to use some clothespins to just clip these buckets in place while I work with that wood burning tool to create holes. The very top is going to have 1 bucket right on top. Your toy organizer is done. This works incredibly well in the corner of a room. And I am using this as a stuffed animal organizer for my kids. It is sitting in the corner of one of our play areas, and they are able to put in their stuffed animals and access them really easily. This isn't great for really heavy items, but it is perfect for small toys, stuffed animals, or even items that you want to organize around your home.
Next time you're at Dollar Tree, grab one of these 6 packs of mini plastic cups. Just open the pack, grab your hot glue gun, and put 3 small dots of glue along the side of one cup. Press another cup right up against it, lining them up evenly, and hold for a few seconds. Then, you just keep repeating that same step until all 6 cups are connected. That's it. Once you're done, you'll have this really cute arched organizer that works in so many places around your home. I'm using mine in the bathroom to neatly organize toiletries and accessories, but it would also be perfect for makeup, craft supplies, or even a desk. All made with plastic cups and hot glue from Dollar Tree. Simple, budget-friendly, and actually cute.
Grab some cheap plastic bins from your local Dollar Tree. Take your bins outside and spray paint them thoroughly. I used a nice metallic copper color for them. Be sure to let them dry completely before taking them back in. Now grab some thick rope, string, or twine to place on the bottom of the bins. Using hot glue, attach the rope to the bottom of the bin for a more elevated look. I did about 3 rows of rope on the bottom of each bin. Next, place them wherever you need more storage and organization. I use them in our laundry room cabinet. That way I can easily hide the detergent and the supplies, but it still looks beautiful and functional in there as well.
Run to the dollar store. You're gonna wish you'd seen this idea sooner. First, I headed to the party section of the store and grabbed 3 of these food trays. I first got to work on the trays. Since they're plastic and not close to the final color I wanted, I first primed them with 2 coats of a white primer that's made to stick well to plastic. Once the primer was dry, I sprayed each tray with a metallic gold spray paint I already had on hand. I took this wooden bead wreath I found at the Dollar Tree, then removed 4 wooden beads from it. Then I used some antique gold rub and buff to paint the wooden beads. I hot glued them to each corner of the bottom of one of the white bins. Next, I flipped a second bin upside down, applied a generous amount of hot glue, then placed a tray upside down over top of it. I repeated that with the last bin and the second tray. Then it was time to put it to use. I have a small area in my living room, which was the perfect place for these bins to store my kids' craft supplies. Another place in my home I found these bins could be useful was in my pantry. A stack of 2 worked best in this space, which meant I could use the other bin for something else. My favorite place to use these bins was actually in my bathroom. I hope you found these Dollar Tree bin hacks useful and put some of them to use in your own home to add a little bit of organization.
Run to the dollar store and go grab a cookie pan. This is going to be the base for our craft. Now that we have everything at home, let's get right to it. We're going to go and take off this paper from this cookie sheet that is here. And usually there's this sticky adhesive. Make sure to get off as much as you can. And now we're going to go and spray paint this black, or you can use really any color that you want to. I do suggest a darker color if you have a refrigerator that is a lighter color. You're going to want to put on 1 to 3 coats. I needed just about 3 coats for this. While this is drying, let's go and get our picture frames ready and an insert in them. So you can use stickers for this, but I ended up having to use my Cricut cutter because there really weren't any great stickers at the dollar store. Cricut, though, had some awesome pre-made things, and there was this weekly planner that I absolutely loved. Now let's go and open up our picture frames. Let's take off everything and then remove the glass. Now we're going to go and take our piece of glass and line it up with the sheet of paper. I am using this sticky cardstock that I went and I used my Cricut cutter to go and draw out this weekly planner on. And this stuff is amazing. If you don't have this, you can always use construction paper or maybe cardstock that's colored, and then you can go and glue it down to your backer. But because this is already sticky, I can just stick it down, and it's so incredibly easy to use for this craft. Now over to the back. You're going to want to go and take everything off of the back from your frame. If you don't, it might not fully and totally stick down flat to the cookie sheet. So now we have this, let's put the glass back on, reassemble our picture frame, and move on to the next. Now on to the next picture frame. Again, what you're going to do is you're going to go and open it up. If you have any stickers or anything like that, you can go and put it into the inside of here onto a piece of paper that is cardstock or pretty much anything along those lines. I used my Cricut cutter again, and there was this really great template that was already made up for a to-do list, which I absolutely thought was adorable. So I'm going and taking out the glass, getting everything off to the side, and just like I did for the other one, taking off this backer, putting this piece of glass over it, and then going and cutting it out after it's lined up. This sticky cardstock is great. It is so easy to go and stick onto things, and if you do have a Cricut cutter, I highly suggest using this type of material for your backing material here. Now we're just going to go and cover this up again, get it sealed into the picture frame, and now we're going to go and plan out where it should be going onto this cookie sheet because it's dry. It did take about 24 hours for this to fully dry, so do keep that in mind. This craft will take a bit of time. Now for these toothbrushes. The toothbrushes came with a toothbrush holder or a container, and this is just going to go on the side here. Now we're going to go and glue down these picture frames. You want to use a very generous amount of glue on the edges, and there is typically glue that you can go and get over at the dollar store. I had to go and get it at a different shopping trip, which is fine. But after you have a generous amount of glue on all edges of both picture frames, go and line them up to exactly where you would want to go and put this. And now we're just going to make sure that both of them are glued down and fully placed where we want them. After those are placed, put some glue onto the edge over here. If you use smaller picture frames, you can always go and put this underneath the picture frames if there's space and if you had a smaller toothbrush holder. Let this dry for at least an hour or two, and now onto the magnets. You are probably going to need to use just about 9 of these. I did end up using all of them, but that's because my fridge has some texture to it, and I realized that it was sliding. After about 4 to 6 hours, everything will be set, and you can go and put it onto your fridge. And now you can go and plan out your week and also your to-do list. Then you can go and store your markers at the side. And now you have this easy-to-make planner that lives on your fridge. Head over to the dollar store and grab one of these plastic trays. Now we're going to go and open up our little picture frames. Now we can take everything outside to spray paint it. We're going to go and spray paint our tray with 1 layer of black spray paint. As that first layer dries, we can go and use some of this looking glass spray paint. We'll move our tray back over, and we will give that the second coat. This is going to need 3 coats in total, so after the second coat has been done, then we can go and move this back over to the side, move our glass pans, and give this its second coat. Now we can put some glue onto the sides of these pans. Make sure to do this on the side that has the texture to it that you actually sprayed the paint on, stick them together, and we can bring this inside. Now we're going to take 5 different dots of this glue, put it on the corners, 1 in the center, and line it up on our tray. You're going to want to put this almost where the edge is on the tray, and we can start to go and put some things onto it. You can put some soap, candles, or really anything that you would like to go and easily move around your house. I think this looks great in my kitchen, and if I wanted to, I can always move it to another room. And really, it does just add a bit to the space. Now on to our next tray craft. Let's head back over to the dollar store and grab some of this chalkboard paint. We are going to also need a plastic tray, and they have a bunch of different options for these plastic trays, especially during this time of year. Grab one of those paper towel holders. Now that we have everything home, we can go and flip over our plate after we remove anything from it. Now we're going to take some glue and put it on the back. Then we're going to go and stick our paper towel holder onto here. After it has dried, we can take this outside. Here's what the back looks like. I cleaned it up a little bit, and I wanted to make this reflective and chrome just like the base of the paper towel holder roll. I'm going to be using some of this looking glass spray again, just like I did for the other craft. I'm taking chalkboard paint, I'm putting it onto a sponge brush, and this is going to give it a lot of texture when I go over this with the second layer. Making sure I'm going around the edges, putting more paint onto the brush, and I'm going and just tapping it to give this some texture for any chalk to go and stick to here. This craft was fun to go and make. It's great to have around if you have company coming over, and I hope you enjoyed all of these tutorials.